I just found out about a really cool feature that is hidden within your 2025 Subaru Forester Touring's touchscreen display. I'm going to share details with you on that and more in today's video. This is something that I hope gets rolled out to other Subaru models as well, either retroactively as an update or added as a new feature with the coming 2025 and 26 models. If you are new to my channel, my name is Alex. I like to share weekly videos just like this, helping you learn all the cool things about Subarus. If you think you might enjoy content like that, consider clicking the subscribe button down below. And if you learned something new today that you haven't already known, please remember to click the like button down below. That helps me out a lot and I would really appreciate it. So this information I'm getting ready to share with you is at no credit of my own. This was shared to me by somebody at Subaru of America, so I didn't find this on my own. Although I'd like to take credit, it's not mine to take. So we're gonna jump into this. I'm gonna show you the hidden feature. First, I'm gonna demonstrate this new feature, and then I'm going to show you how to unlock it within the settings, because it does require you to go in there and turn something on. So first, let's just talk about what it is. So this new feature gives you sort of a workaround to default 3 settings. One, whether you want the auto start stop on or off. That's the engine shut off feature that everybody loves. So if you don't want that on and you want it to stay off, I'm going to show you sort of a workaround to keep that off without using any sort of aftermarket plugins. This is all within your OEM touchscreen display. The auto vehicle hold, that's the second setting. This actually defaults off. So auto start stop defaults on every time you start the car. Auto vehicle hold defaults off. This is the feature that when your foot is firmly applied to the brake at complete stops and that is turned on, you'll see that start flashing. And when it's flashing, you can release your foot off the brake and just chill. You can relax without having to have your foot on the brake when you're at those long red lights or when you're in the drive-through lane or stop and go traffic. And then lastly, you have these driving characteristic controls. They call it SI drive. So S is for sport mode. It's got a higher peak with acceleration, and then intelligent is more gradual acceleration. By default, it always goes to intelligent mode, but maybe you always want to be in sport mode. Everybody's got their own preference. So if you want to be in sport mode, maybe you want auto vehicle hold on all the time and you want auto start stop off. Well, as soon as you go to turn the car off, typically when you turn it back on, those settings are going to revert back to their original settings. But in this case, we're going to open the door and pretend we're getting back in the car. It's scanning my face right now using the infrared bar up here. That's your driver focus. We'll talk more on that in just a moment, but that is required in order to utilize this. We're going to start the car up. And once we get past this prompt, it's going to ask us, would you like to update the following settings? Your auto start stop off, your auto vehicle hold on, and the SI drive to sport. We're going to click OK. So now it reverted back to the settings that I just created by the touch of one button instead of having to go in there and switch on and off the 3. So this is not a perfect workaround, but it is something that Subaru just came out with on, so far, the 25 Forester Touring only. The driver focus here is on the Outback Limited and Touring trim levels. It's been on them for many years, and also the Ascent Limited and Touring's been on those for many years. But this technology that I just showed you, this setting, this feature, is not on the Outback and Ascent as of yet. I imagine Subaru will come out with a retroactive update probably to apply that to other Subarus that have this display and the driver focus, but as of yet that hasn't come out. So how do you actually activate this? How does this work? Well, you're going to go into your settings here, and then you're going to scroll over to the top. From the top right, click on car, and we're going to make sure that our driver monitoring system is on. Now, maybe you've already linked up your memory seat and your memory mirrors with your driver focus, because up until now, that's the only reason why you would have used it. Or at least that's the primary reason. The other reason is it'll detect distracted driving, so it'll give you a reminder on the screen when you're not paying attention. But anyways, let's go in here, make sure that our driver monitoring is turned on, and then we're gonna go down here to register user. Now, I've already registered myself as a user, but in your case, if you haven't registered, it'll be blank. We're going to click on this. We're going to click on OK, And we've already set our memory seat and our mirror. If you haven't done that, go ahead and do this first and then click on set. It's going to tell you to face forward until you hear a beep. We hear the beep. That scan my face, very quick. You type in your name, you pick an image, you can pick up to 8. So now that I'm registered, we're going to go here to request setting update. This will more than likely be off by default, and you're gonna have to turn it on when you get your Subaru. And then if you were curious about this, if you hadn't already seen this information, click on the information key right there, and it'll tell you exactly what this is. This is the setting that gives you the ability to update your auto start stop, your auto vehicle hold, and the SI drive when it's started. So that's how you turn it on, and that's how it's activated whenever you turn the car off and turn it back on. I hope you found this new feature as exciting as I did. I think that is a really cool thing that Subaru just implemented, and hopefully we see it roll out on our other Subaru models as well, because after all, when you hop in the car, you don't want to have to go through a whole checklist of turning on and off settings that have defaults. You want to just keep them to your desired settings and leave it. You want to just be able to hop in your car and go. And I think this is a good workaround, at least starting out, to give us the ability to do that. Anyways, I think it's really cool. If you enjoyed today's video, please remember to click the like button down below. As always, if you have questions, leave those down below. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.